My wife's son pushed me at the Christmas table saying, "This seat belongs to my real dad." By the next morning, his life had changed forever. I hit the floor so hard I tasted copper. Mashed potatoes smeared across my sleeve while 23 people pretended not to notice. My stepson, Greg, stood over me. "This seat belongs to my dad. Get out!" The dining room went silent, except for my wife, Dora, setting down her wine glass. I waited for her to say my name, to tell him to stop. She didn't. She grabbed a napkin and started wiping gravy off the hardwood. I got up, walked past the Christmas tree I'd decorated, grabbed my jacket, and left, while Greg's biological father, Chuck, laughed in the kitchen. Nobody followed. Nobody called. I drove to a motel off Highway 9. I'm Henry, 56. Married Dora 16 years ago. Inherited a teenage kid who never wanted a stepfather. The chair Greg shoved me from? My father built it in 1967. When he died, I brought it to the house Dora and I bought. For 16 years, I kept the roof solid and the bills paid, while Greg treated me like a temporary inconvenience. Christmas Eve, Greg saw me in my chair. "You're in the wrong spot, Henry." Dora's hand landed on my shoulder. "Please, just move. Keep the peace." I should have said no, but I moved. Sat at the side like a guest and watched Chuck settle into my chair. Dinner started. People passed dishes, made toasts. I sat there feeling smaller with every minute. Then I shifted in my seat, adjusting because my back was cramping. Greg turned around. "Why are you still sitting there?" Before I could answer, he grabbed my chair and yanked it backward. I went down hard. Dora asked me to go calm down in the other room. "Not, are you okay? Just go away." I left. My phone stayed silent. Around midnight, Dora texted, "We'll talk tomorrow." I fell asleep at 3 a.m., woke up 6 hours later to 23 missed calls and a text from my credit union about suspicious activity. At 9 a.m., I was at the bank. A loan for $47,000 I'd never seen. My signature as co-signer, taken out 6 weeks ago. I hadn't signed anything since 2019. The security question used to verify identity. My father's middle name, Joseph, something I told Greg years ago. He'd used my father's memory to steal $47,000. I signed the fraud report, dated it December 26th. Dora's texts were asking why I was being dramatic over a chair. Not one word about the shove. Greg's texts, "You've always been cool about stuff before. Don't change now." I called my friend Walt. He said, "This isn't family drama, Henry. This is a scheme." I spent the day documenting everything. At 4 p.m., Dora called. I asked about the loan. Long silence. "How did you find out?" Not, "What loan?" Just, "How did I find out?" She'd known. She tried explaining. Greg was desperate. She'd opened an account in my name, practiced copying my signature. It only took a few tries. I asked why she hadn't just asked me. "Because you would have said no. You always say no when it comes to Greg." I filed a fraud report. "You're destroying Greg's life." He destroyed mine first. 2 days later, the detective showed the signature was forged. Asked if I wanted to press charges. Yes. That night, Greg left a voicemail. I'd always paid before. Now I was breaking it like some cheapskate. "You're weak, Henry. Pathetic. My real father would never do this to me." Then Dora's sister Stacy texted an audio file. Greg's voice. "He'll pay for it. He always does." Dora. "But what if he checks?" Greg laughing. "He won't, Mom. The guy's too weak to even look at his own mail." They'd planned the Christmas confrontation to shake me up before the payment came due. I forwarded it to the detective. Trial happened in April. Lasted 2 days. Greg's defense, I was vindictive, using this to punish him. My lawyer showed the timeline. Loan submitted 6 weeks before Christmas. Jury deliberated 4 hours. Guilty on 2 counts of identity theft, 1 count of fraud. 18 months county jail, $47,000 restitution plus legal fees. Dora filed for divorce that week. I moved out in May. Only wanted my father's chair. Loaded it into my truck, drove to my apartment near the river. Stacy called. Dora was telling people I'd ruined everything over pride and furniture. "What do you think?" I asked. "You're the only one who tried to keep the family together, Henry. Everyone else was using it as cover." Greg sent me 1 letter from jail. 3 pages about how unfair it was. I threw it away. People ask if I regret it. It was never about money. It was about 16 years being convenient, absorbing damage so everyone else stayed comfortable. I didn't lose a family. I stopped pretending I had one.